we have with us a woman who is part of our family, comes to our home, comes to classes, gets involved in the Parsha Friday nights, loves to study, and one who helps and shares with others our knowledge and our tzedakah. I'm honored today to call up on Dr. Andrea to join us and receive the Aishes Chayil award. Now, instead of getting her own plaque with the Aishes Chayil award, Andrea does a lot of traveling. So I was going to get her something that she can use in her travels. And that is a Hanukkah with candles for every travel. With the well of Jerusalem. And it says Chabad of Arizona 36th anniversary Yasher Chayil award presented January 27th.
Good evening, Rabbi Solomon and Zippy Levertov, Rabbi Goldman, Chabad rabbis and Rebetzins, family and friends. I'm so very grateful to be receiving this honor. But quite truthfully, I was surprised and a bit perplexed when Rabbi Levertov approached me with the news that I had been selected to receive the Aishes Chayil award. Me, a woman of valor, I thought? I'd never really seen myself as such. So I decided to do a little learning and exploration. I started with the English definition of the word valor. The online dictionary defined valor as strength of mind or spirit that enables a person to encounter danger with firmness, personal bravery, the absence of indecision even in the face of death. Then I looked up the Hebrew meaning for the word valor, of course, chayil, and I learned that the masculine form of the word chayil is the Hebrew word for soldier. So in both English and Hebrew, the word chayil or valor implies one who conquers adversity. And Aishes Chayil, or woman of valor, therefore, is one who triumphs over difficulties in life. That I could relate to a bit more. Living on without the physical presence of my mother, father, husband, and brother, whom I love dearly, presents difficulties that many of us have experienced. I, however, have been truly blessed by Hashem with a soul that has used those experiences as an opportunity to learn and grow in the spiritual realms. It was my husband who led me to Chabad shortly before passing on, by making a request one day when he sensed that his end in this world was near. That request was that I contact a rabbi to come along with him. That was when I first contacted Chabad, and Rabbi Hyman came to our house to visit with my husband. Then after my husband passed on, I began my Tanya studies with Rabbi Solomon Levertov at his home every week, and my mother and I began celebrating the holiday services with Chabad. That involvement with Chabad allowed me to experience the metaphysical world that my soul so strongly yearned for. I became intensely focused on that to the point that I almost seemed to have left the real world behind and brought myself into a cocoon of the spiritual world. After my mother passed away a few years later, Zippy Levertov told me that I shouldn't ever spend Shabbat alone and invited me to join their family every week for Shabbos to enjoy the gifts of Shabbos with them. I began receiving invitations to celebrate Shabbos and holidays with other members of Chabad shortly thereafter. That was when I first became aware of the Aishes Chayil, as men would sing it at the beginning of Shabbos meal every Friday night. I realized then that what King Solomon wrote about was describing the epitome of what a Torah woman is supposed to be. With that context, I couldn't understand how I had been selected for the honor tonight. So, in trying to discern what the Aishes Chayil represents in my own way, I read it carefully and reinterpreted it. I came up with a personal interpretation that helped me better understand her character. To me, an Aishes Chayil is a woman of trust, honesty, and loyalty. She's sincere, reserved, and quiet, and doesn't like to make a fuss or draw attention. She's reliable and responsible, possessing an inner security and confidence. Those close to her can rely on her to take hold of a situation and to do the right thing in difficult times. She seeks peace and tranquility above all, but willingly takes a strong stand against adversaries, persistent and determined to succeed in whichever endeavors she pursues. Her strength and wisdom come from a higher level, a spiritual perspective, and she has a deep devotion to her family and community. In order to develop that kind of character, it requires role models, guidance from learned teachers, and support from caring family and friends. Most of all, support from caring family. And for that, I am most deeply grateful. And none could possibly be more caring than my sister Sherry, my brother-in-law John, and my niece Jordan, who traveled here from California to celebrate this Simcha with me tonight. Receiving this honor has become a defining moment in my life and giving me insights into my own journey to more clearly embrace Judaism and Yiddishkeit in my life. I have come to appreciate the difference in perspective between Shammai and Hillel. Shammai's approach begins with correcting everything that is wrong and removing evil. Hillel is more about doing things slowly, progressively, little by little, and increasing the good, not waiting until you're able to remove all of the bad from your life. I realize now that although I have not gotten rid of everything non-Jewish, that I shouldn't be hesitant to take the next step. It's important to take every step that I can, and just because I don't take one step at one time doesn't mean that I shouldn't try and take another step the next time it's available. The Chabad community has welcomed me with open arms and literally opened their hearts and their homes and invited me inside. They've helped me open the channels so that my soul could receive the energy from above that flows down into their lives. My mentors in Chabad have patiently helped me draw down the spiritual energy that rematerializes on each holiday to learn the spiritual message that is available through the energy that returns at a particular time each year. They've taught me that I need to open myself to the energy in order to receive it. Slowly, that energy is shaping my soul and molding me. Along with my family, Chabad has become part of my extended family, accepting me for who I am and supporting me in becoming who I want to be. This is a pivotal moment for me, receiving this award, making me realize that some of you already see me as more the way I want to be than I actually see myself. I thank each and every one of you for the huge part that you've played in my life over the past 7 years and for helping me along this journey as I strengthen my connection with the one above. I truly and sincerely just appreciate all of you. This is a blessing. Thank you so much.